Not only did the Philadelphia Eagles look at one veteran cornerback, but they looked at a few of them. And one that definitely is in connection to Jonathan Gannon. As we all know, that Steven Nelson walked into free agency pretty early, signed with the Texans, and then went into the draft and didn't get a cornerback early and had some other decisions to make. So the other cornerback that they were kind of interested in before they were getting Bradberry, here it is. What is going on, guys? Your boy Joey Shake72 coming, guys, with a video right now. So I want to go over the Philadelphia Eagles, the veteran cornerback spot. I also got James Bradberry on a one-year deal, which I thought was a really good signing. I was hoping it was going to happen, and it did. But there has been some other news that did come out, and the Eagles actually talked to cornerback Trey Wasnt. That is unofficially retired right now. He was with the Bengals last year. He was drafted by the Vikings in 2015. I think he was the 11th overall pick in that draft. And for me, I really wasn't a big Trey Wasnt fan even since that draft. I don't think he really panned out too well. His coverage got very suspect throughout his years on man-to-man coverage, but this is what he had to say. So he said, I actually almost went to Philly to go back with Jonathan Gannon and Anthony Harris, but at that point I was like, I'm ready to be done. Wayne said that Gary and Stein Sports Show, could I easily keep playing several more years? Yes, but I got a family. I want to be around with my kids more. So he's not officially retired yet, but he's probably not going to come back this year to play. And it looked like the Eagles had some interest because, Anthony Harris was with the Vikings. Jonathan Gannon was a defensive assistant with the Vikings, and there was a lot of connection with this player. So, I'm fine with having James Bradberry because I think for the scheme, I think he's a lot better, especially, for zone coverage. I think his zone coverage is better than his man coverage. Really, Bradberry hasn't been a Pro Bowler since the past couple seasons, and he gave up over 800 passing yards last year. But obviously the Giants defense was pretty bad and putting a lot on his plate as a number one cornerback. So coming in as a number two, and we'll see how he does. These cornerbacks are not getting any younger. There might be a compensatory pick game with the Bradberry thing at cornerback, just because if they let him go and sign somebody else, maybe they get hurt as a third round high comp pick if that's the case. But I know that this team has got to, and look, and Trey Wasnt is 29, so he's not really that old. He can still play for a few more years, definitely. But down the road, the Eagles got to get younger at this position. Big Play Slay is a free agent after the next year in 2023. He'll be a free agent after that season, and your cornerback group is not getting younger besides, Avonte Maggs. I kind of want to see what else you have in this room with Mario Goodrich and Josh Jobe. Jimmy Moreland's another one that we got off waivers, which I thought he has the most starting experience backup cornerback out of all of them. I think you have something really good here with James Bradberry coming in, and I think down the road they have to acknowledge this position because we have tried over and over and over. Am I tired of bringing free agents to Philadelphia at the cornerback position? Because it's one of the most expensive positions to bring in. You know what I mean? And, I really want to draft early at this position. I wasn't mad because, especially this past draft, because I thought we did a really good job. We made some big moves, and how we can only do so much in one season, and we only have so much cap space, and we only, there's only so much move and just maneuvering as much as we possibly can. So I am fine with what we have this year. I'm glad actually we got James Bradberry. I like him more than Trey Wasnt. And Trey Wasnt, his mindset is not on football. So, he wants to, I think once the season was over for the Bengals last year, he kind of, he kind of went to that mode of hanging out with his family and being around his family, and kind of was like, I like this, I like football, but I like being around my family, it's my number one thing. And I think that's what he likes to do. So, maybe down the road, he'll sign with another team or whatnot, but obviously I just wanted to bring the news to you guys that Trey Wasnt was obviously the first option. Which I'm glad they actually didn't sign him. I don't think he's anything special anymore. I thought his rookie season he did pretty well, but I haven't really been following him too much. But I know his man coverage has been suspect. Especially when we faced that great either. But I'm glad that, I think there's definitely a possibility that this team needs to get younger at this cornerback spot. It has to happen. We have tried over and over for years to get in the guy, and we've paid a lot of money to bus over the years. We've paid Byron Maxwell, you have Bradley Fletcher, Gary Williams. Leotis McKelvin. I mean, you can go down the list. Namdi. I mean, you can go down the damn list of cornerbacks you brought in here that, you know, thought it would be a nice Band-Aid, you know, or a guy that you thought was going to be here 10 plus years, but it's not the case. The Eagles need to, for the future, get this right. They have to draft younger at this position. They have to draft early at cornerback unless something like that. For a young star, it's a different story, but I know I'm rambling a little bit, so I'll make this video a lot shorter, but just want to let you guys know about this news. Eagles were actually in talks with Trey Waynes before the Bradberry thing came up. I don't know if this was before the draft, after the draft. I would say probably after, most likely. And then once the Bradberry news started to, the Giants and Bradberry, you know, they were trying to get some type of deal done, maybe take a restructure or a pay cut or something, because he was a lot against the cap and they were going to get some money back for getting rid of him. So, that was pretty much all that happened. So I'm good with James Bradberry. I'm good at the decision they did make. I think they really had no choice. I mean, they were going to let these guys compete, you know, for the number 2 spot, and there was nobody here, really. You're not going to put that much pressure on an undrafted free agent or just somebody that just hasn't played on this team yet. I don't know, but I didn't think that was going to happen at all. But I'm glad, the decision was made and where we are today. So other than that, guys, pretty much it. Guys, let me know in the comment section what you guys think about this whole thing. Rather like very better. You guys let me know, and I'll see you guys on the next. What up, False Life. Peace out, guys.